We got some sassy bridezillas today. Speaking of sassy, keep an eye on my page. I've already been posting some hints. There is something launching very soon, as in like 2 days from now. Am I already a bridezilla? Well, this is spooky. You're asking yourself this and you're saying already, which means you're in the very early stages of wedding planning. Usually if you have to ask yourself that, the answer is probably yes. But you know what? Let's see. Maybe it's not. Got engaged on 5/20/23. That was in May. Wow, this is recent. Oh my God, it's only July. Okay. We're in our mid to late 30s. This is my first marriage. Fingers crossed, only marriage. And my fiance's second. My mom describes me as a bum bride. We are low-key, down-to-earth people. Oh, okay. With that said, there's family drama on both sides. July 4th, we had a barbecue. I told our guests, friends and family, plan on 7/22 for another barbecue. My parents will be in town. Think of it as our engagement announcement and an opportunity to keep mixing the families. Everyone seemed excited and some even added 2 calendars. Today, 7/9, which is July 9th. Yo, this was so recent. A short 5 days later, I chatted real invites via text. Again, no great shakes, just a summer barbecue for families. Everyone has plans. I'm super disappointed. I'm not going to let it ruin my day, but what the heck? I'm not upset with the no's or the amount of people available. 5 days ago, everyone was in. The barbecue is 13 days away. It's my brother and fiance's sister who hurt the most. My brother said he has schoolwork. As a student myself, I know I can prioritize my classwork to be free for a few hours. He's a teacher and does not have a summer job, and my parents will be staying with him. Fiance's sister said they made plans with friends already. They can only come if they bring them. The more the merrier, but it does feel weird having strangers at our version of an engagement party. Am I being too casual or am I already turning into a bridezilla? Side note, on July 4th, everyone crawled up my butt about wedding planning. I have no details or plans to speak of yet, just extra. Ugh. Okay, I feel like there's just a big misunderstanding here. Like, to me, it's like, which is it? Is this just a chill barbecue with mixing of families like you made it sound? Or is this an engagement party? Because I feel like people might prioritize it more if you full out said, hey, this is what we are doing as our engagement party. We want to celebrate our engagement with you guys. You made it sound like a chill barbecue of just mixing families. So like, to me, it's like, okay, if I can make it great, and if I can't, you know, I got life. On September 13th, this Reddit user posted a screenshot of the bride's angry message on the subreddit. A very upset bride threatened to uninvite and unfriend her wedding guests on Facebook after they refused to fork out $3,000 for her destination wedding. A bride-to-be posted her fuming rant on Facebook after many of her friends did not RSVP to her big day. She explained that she initially planned a destination wedding in Thailand, but had to change her plans after only 9 out of 150 people replied to her invite. You expected 150 people to be able to go to Thailand? The bride then added, in order to enable more of their friends to attend the wedding, she and her husband chose to change the location to Hawaii, which is closer to the US and therefore cost slightly less. Still, much to her surprise, reducing the cost of the trip by $1,000 was followed by the number of positive RSVPs. Oh, it went down by 2 people. Oh, even better. This added fuel to the fire, and the bride went on to say, quote, when we changed the wedding to be in Hawaii, so it's within everyone's reach, only 7 of you RSVP'd. Further adding, quote, it costs less, but less of you want to come? Is that what you think of my fiance and me? You can't spare $2,000 to come share our happiness? Excuse me, sparing $2,000? Why are we pretending that's like a casual amount of money to spare? Hello? She then gave her guests an ultimatum. This is it, guys. You have 3 days to respond to our evites or we're deleting you off Facebook, and good luck keeping up with our lives then. Oh, wow. Before concluding the post, she added a sneering comment about the gifts that had been purchased from the registry. And don't get me started on the registry. Only the cheap stuff is gone. I swear I thought I had better friends. My fiance and I are asking you to reconsider. The post quickly went viral, receiving a bunch of comments from people in disbelief. Some even wondered if the story is actually true or a well-acted joke. However, the person who shared the status on Reddit has shared the bride's update the very next day, which suggests people haven't responded well to the initial post. Well, not surprised. They posted, "Now my fiance is giving me a hard time over my earlier status. Can nobody understand where I'm coming from? Geez, all I wanted is to share my day with y'all. That's not too much to ask. I hope at least my love would understand that. I think it's pretty safe to say that the whole big destination wedding is not happening." I was wondering, like, I wonder how the fiance feels, because I said that so, my fiance feels. That was so weird. Because she keeps saying my fiance and I feel this way. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know if he feels that way. And the fact that he didn't really agree with your post kind of confirmed that for me. Yeah, this is insane behavior. I would very much be fine with you blocking me on Facebook at that point. I don't need to keep up with a life like that. My best friend is getting married this summer and she's been a bit of a bridezilla, but I figured it has just been stressful having to cancel and reschedule her wedding and such with COVID. She ended up cutting people out of her wedding party and now it's just me and her maid of honor. Since the wedding party is small, she asked if we'd be okay with doing our own hair and makeup. Yes. Except today, she told me that she and her maid of honor were going to be getting their hair done at a salon and then having a makeup artist come in to do their makeup the day of. I'm pretty hurt, but I don't mind doing my own hair and makeup. To be honest, I'd rather just do my own makeup since I don't like people touching my face. After I mentioned that to her, she replied to me with, "Well, if it's okay with you, I'd rather you not wear makeup to my wedding since you will look way better than me if you do." I was shocked. I laughed because I thought she was joking, but she said she was serious and told me I could wear mascara and that's all. She doesn't want me to outshine her because I know you will, quote, on her day. This hurt a lot and put some other things into perspective for me, such as her ordering me the wrong size dress and having it look like a potato sack on me and her saying, "No, you look great." Or her intentionally leaving me out of getting my hair and makeup done. I feel really upset and I'm not sure what to tell her. You tell her that she's being a jealous biatch and she needs to be more secure with herself and maybe seek therapy. Like, not even in a rude way. I'm being genuine. I'm never kidding when I tell someone to seek therapy. It's a great thing. If you're so insecure about your best friend wearing makeup on your wedding day because you're sitting there with this fear that she's gonna look better with you, like, girl, know your own worth. It's your wedding day. You got someone who loves you and finds you the most beautiful girl in the room. What am I missing? You gotta work on that. You gotta work on that self-esteem. I am a 27-year-old woman and my fiance Emily and I have been engaged for the last 2 months. Everyone important knows about us and is happy for us to finally be engaged. At least that's what I thought. Emily has been battling cancer. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. The last few months, and because of chemo, is bald. She has really bad, oh my heart. She has really bad self-esteem and confidence because of it, among other things, and hasn't really left the house since finding out about her diagnosis. Understandable. A mutual friend of ours was engaged when Emily found out about her diagnosis and was originally asked to be maid of honor, but now that she's bald, was asked to wear a wig to cover her bald head because it didn't suit her style of photography for her wedding. Emily came home crying after looking for bridesmaid dresses after she demanded which wigs to wear by the bride and told me she felt uncomfortable about attending the wedding. I felt like this was rude and said to the bride that Emily was uncomfortable with her treatment, and her reply back was that, quote, she felt uncomfortable about a bald bridesmaid and that if she didn't wear the wig, she wasn't allowed to attend. I cannot believe what I'm reading right now. She wasn't allowed to attend the wedding. I told her that we both wouldn't be attending, but now we have left her 2 bridesmaids short a week before the wedding. I don't give a flying bit because it's gonna get beeped anyways. Don't feel bad. Are you kidding me? Bless your heart that there's a part of you that is like, oh, I feel bad. 2 bridesmaids short a week before her wedding. This is not a friend worth feeling bad for, because a true friend would never say this to their best friend after finding out that they were diagnosed with cancer. Like, that just shows that you girls have the biggest hearts, that you're still concerned about said bride. That makes me so angry, so angry. I'm uncomfortable that she didn't wear a wig.
I'm uncomfortable because your bald head doesn't match my aesthetic for my...
You wanna know what's uncomfortable? Cancer. That's uncomfortable. I'm not saying anything else because I'm gonna go on a freaking rampage as if this is happening to people that I know. I feel very connected to this. This is so sad. Me and my childhood bestie have always been friends, and she just got engaged 5 months ago to her boyfriend of 6 months. Oh, well, that's quick. Okay. Doesn't mean it won't be successful. That's just quick. We've been planning our wedding since we were 14, and she always wanted a castle wedding with a ball gown. 2 months ago, she found her dream castle in which she booked the wedding in 4 months. Oh, wow. Y'all aren't wasting no time. She just asked, hold on, I have an itch in my eyeball. Is that even possible? She just asked us for a $280 dress and for us to pay 1/10 of a $2,000 wedding dress. She wants you to pay for her wedding dress? There's 6 bridesmaids, which is $200 plus a $14,000 bachelorette party, which is $2,333.34 per person, plus a $600 bridal shower. The total is $2,913.34, which I can't afford, especially in that amount of time. Are you crazy? I'm still in university and finish a few months before the wedding, but I am $100,000 in debt. Student life, baby. Oh my God. It literally took me how many years to pay off my student loan? I graduated in 2010, went to university, 5-year program, graduated in 2015, and then it was officially paid off. Okay, so it took me almost 7 years after graduating to pay it off, but I was also like paying it off in the 4 years. So like over 10 years. That's good. That's great. Anyways, I just thought of that. I told her I can't pay for her wedding dress and bachelorette party, not even including the flight. She wanted us also to pay for makeup and hair and wanted me to dye my hair dirty blonde. I'm a redhead and can't dye it back. Why does she want you to dye her hair? She also wants us to get her wedding gifts from the registry and pay for our own dinner. I told her at this point I can't afford that, and she freaked out saying that I am an a-hole because it's her big day and I helped her plan it at 14 years old. I told her I am not in a financial situation to do this, but I can try to work my butt off to afford it. Well, bless your soul, you know. I'll never understand this. If I'm choosing to get married, that choice and that event, because it is an event. You can get married without all the frickin' castle and all this other shit that you're adding in there. If I'm choosing to do that, it's not going to be at the expense of my guests, my family, my friends. If you can't afford to have a wedding, then maybe you shouldn't have one. Or have a wedding that is in your means. Like, unless you're lucky and you got like people paying for it, like your parents or your in-laws, because I've seen that happen, and like, okay, good for you. But the majority of us, like, we're paying for it, right? Like, you know, like you and your mans, you and your lady. I don't know. I'm best friends with the groom, but not as close with the bride. In the past year, I started becoming close with the bride. She asked me to be a bridesmaid. I got excited and said yes, not knowing how much it would be. Ooh, yeah. I was under the impression that because the bride and groom don't have much money, myself and our friends don't have much money, that the wedding events would not cost that much. The bride is really obsessed with fairy tales and princesses, which is really cute, but she wants the wedding and bridal shower / bachelorette party to be this huge fairy tale that she can't afford. See what I mean about planning things within your means? She planned the bridal shower herself, but gave each of us roles. She assigned one decor item and one food item to each of us, which is fine. But each item she wants is a lot of money, so the price is a little high for our budget. Everyone that knows her keeps saying she has champagne taste on a beer budget. Oh, that's a good way of saying that. I was thinking of telling her I can't afford all of that, but then this happened. Her best friend chose desserts and pictures for the bridal shower. She was thinking she could make cupcakes or something like that, but the bride texted her saying she wanted certain desserts and this would cost $400 alone. The girl said I can't afford to spend $400 on bridal shower desserts because we still have a huge list of other things to buy. The bride texted her back and said, I understand you work hard for your money and it's yours, but you just got your nails done and bought a pet fish. I really thought you'd spend the next 2 months on my wedding and then go back to buying things you want after. This is making me want to drop out of the wedding. Yep, do it now. Rip the band-aid off. Remove yourself, show up as a guest, give them a little gift, wish you well. Absolutely not. Especially the whole trying to tell me where I put my hard-earned money. Your wedding, like truthfully, I'd choose my pet fish. This is your reminder to drink water. It's good for you, but also I love if you cheers me with a beer. I saw someone say that they have a beer with me and cheers to me. So you can do that too, but I'm just reminding you to hydrate. Cheers. A few years ago, a very close friend got engaged and wanted to throw a conventional engagement party for around 40 to 50 people. I was her bridesmaid and had a nice party room in my condo that I kindly offered to her for the party. That's nice. Plus all my help in decorating the place and paying the deposit fees. Oh my God, that is very nice. While we were planning the date that she wanted it in April, I told her that any day in April would be fine except for one Saturday of the month that I would be away for work. And after all that, she said, quote, yeah, it's such a shame that you can't go to my party. This happened in the very early stages of organizing the party, so it's not like she had hired caterers or any other services. At the time, I was shocked with her answer, but didn't say anything. I thought that she was going to at least consider moving the party to the next weekend to have me there, since it was happening at my home, and there was literally no reason for her to choose that date. Yet she was willing to throw the party without her only bridesmaid there. When I was paying for the $300 non-refundable deposit fee for the party room, they walked me through my responsibility as a host, and I realized that I couldn't just have 50 unsupervised strangers using my party room without my presence there. I told her, and after throwing a tantrum, she moved the date one weekend up. I'm glad it all worked out, but I would be very offended by that you picked the one date. Like, I could never imagine doing that to a friend. Oh my God, thank you for all this. And I'm gonna pick the one day that you're away. Like, don't you want to celebrate that day with your bridesmaid? Like, that's your friend. I can't understand these ways of thinking. Anyways, luckily I don't have to, because I'm not a bridezilla. I'm also not a bride. It's okay. It's fine. One day, maybe. I'm out here, you guys. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. And I'll see you tomorrow.